Tom, quite a difficult evening for us tonight. What do you think went wrong out there?
Well, we had a 13-minute spell of madness, really. I thought we started the game really well and could have been 1-0 up. Archie was a little unfortunate, just went over the bar slightly. But we had 3 or 4 entries into their box, which we're in great situations to have cleared the last action before scoring a goal. We just didn't do it right. So firstly, that was wrong. We've gifted him the first goal by one of the lads at the back stepping on the ball, and the kid's taking it off him, and he's gone through and scored. And then the next 2 goals were just a calamity of errors from 2 or 3 people in a row. When the snowball starts, you need to then stamp on it the next juncture, but we didn't. And you know, listen, the vast majority of them lads who played tonight played on Saturday, and they showed a tenacity and a willingness to put their bodies in front of the ball, put their heads on the ball, everything else in front of them to stop a goal on Saturday. And we only scored 1 goal, the same, we got 3 points. We scored 1 goal today, but I think, my honest opinion, I think we weren't good enough in our box, we weren't good enough in their box. Our route to getting there was fine. We got there, I don't know how many times, probably 10 times more than they did. But they've been clinical and they've been ruthless. And in that 13-minute spell, they took the game away from us.
Clear signs of defensive solidity on Saturday, maybe some signs of fragility tonight.
Massive, yeah, that's it. And, you know, I don't want to sound like a broken record. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses, because I'm not. The facts, they're a young group of lads, them lads who are playing at the back. Some of them playing at this level for the first time. And there's no secret. We've got 9 blokes in the injury room, and not looking like any of them are coming back anytime soon. So they've got to learn on the job. And when you're young, it's very difficult to be consistent at anything. So football is going to be a difficult one for them. But you know, it's 1 game as far as I'm concerned. We haven't had a spell like that against anybody else this season. We've gone toe to toe, and I don't think any team could have complained had we scored more goals against them this season. Everybody's telling me how well we're doing in that respect, but I don't think we're being anywhere close to clinical enough when we get in the final third at the minute.
Was it fair to say it was all on us, or was it maybe that Yeovil played well?
No, you've got to give them credit, give Rich credit. Listen, he knows us, so he knows what our strengths and our weaknesses would be. But I just thought their front 3 caused mayhem. You know, for about 10 minutes, and they managed to score 3 goals. And you can't give anybody leads in this division. But like I said, we didn't stop going forward or trying to go forward. We just didn't have the quality at the top of the pitch. And people never have a go at strikers for missing chances. They only ever have a go at people who give the ball away, or they make a mistake at our end, or the goalie lets it go through his leg, whatever. You never hear anything. And there's 1 or 2 people get a little bit personal with 1 or 2 other people. And I think it's not what we want to hear. We're in it together. When we win together, we're all great, aren't we? When we lose together, we're all rubbish. That's the nature of the game that we're in. But as the manager, I've got to be level, and be objective on it all. To be honest with you, and I think that's where I am with it. At the end of the day, don't get me wrong. We're not just going to wipe it away and forget about it. We've got to analyse it. We've got to do better. But the individuals who are making the errors that are costing us goals tonight, they need to look at themselves in the mirror, but also the players at the front of the pitch need to look at themselves, because they didn't do well enough tonight.
A tough one to take, isn't it? I'm sure it's a pretty disappointed dressing room. How do you kind of tell the lads to
well,
get
that's
back
my
on
job.
that?
I mean, at the end of the day, you don't become a poor side overnight. It seems you never become a good side overnight. You know, if you get success very quickly, you just build ego. But it takes you a long time. At the end of the day, it took us 99 years to get to Wembley, remember? So from that point of view, we're always a work in progress here at this moment, the way we are structured as a team, the way we are behind the scenes. So, like I said, my biggest concern is the fact that my injuries aren't getting any closer anytime soon. And that means we've got to graft and we've got to work harder on the training ground. But having the time to do that is difficult when you're playing 5 games in 13, 14 days.